Good day everyone. Once again, this is Sabumnim Hamil and welcome back to my YouTube channel as well as in my social media page. And today's video, we're going to discuss about the meaning of martial arts, history of martial arts. But as a sort of our review of what we had discussed last time regarding the martial arts weapons like brass knuckle, nunchucks, Japanese dart, which is used by the elite forces of Japan. We call it ninjas. And the balisong, Batanggenyo. It has several synonyms. Batanggenyo, 29, or we call it balisong. And lastly is the Filipino art of stick fighting, which we call it arnis. Now, according to the martial arts historians, martial arts originated in the boundary of India and China. So China, they cannot claim that martial arts originated from them. Same with India. But one thing for sure, martial arts originated in the boundary. Alright. One of the popular monk during those time, his name is Buddhirama. Buddhirama heard the news that monks from China are too weak. So what he did from India, they make a expedition from India to China. He just walked to get there. But during his expedition, he encounters some adversary like we call it pirates, wicked people. And because of his training in martial arts, he was able to surpass those tests. He was able to overpower those enemies. And when he get there in China, he's seen those monks too weak and skinny. So he introduced some exercises which is patterned to animals like snakes, tiger, monkey, centipede, crane. And after a few months, those monks became strong and firm. And that's the beginning of the martial arts. And those monks who reaches in Korea, they were called Taekwondo. And those monks who went there in Thailand, they were called Muay Thai. And on that day on, martial arts spread out upon the face of the earth. So that is the brief history. Now, in modern time, let's talk about the meaning of martial arts. According to Bruce Lee, martial arts includes all combative arts like karate do, jeet kune do, aikido, judo, and many more. So in other words, all arts of fighting, according to Bruce Lee, are considered martial arts. Let me show you some, for reference purposes, I will show some videos regarding those arts of fighting. And you will notice that all of the martial arts, it has a do at the last syllable of it. Like for example, Taekwondo. So there is the presence of do, because Taekwondo has 3 syllables. The te, kwon, and do. Every syllable has its own meaning. Like for example, te, to destroy with the foot, because Taekwondo is 90% foot fighting. Kwon, to destroy with the hands or fist. And then last is do, the art or the way. So when you say art or way, the way they subdue their opponent, the way they knock out their opponent. So we are still talking about Taekwondo, because Taekwondo is one form of martial arts. And then next is karate do. So karate do means the art of empty hand and foot fighting. So meaning to say 50% hand-to-hand combat, 50% foot fighting. Next, aikido. So there is the presence of do. As I said it earlier, because do stands for way or art of fighting. So to define the meaning of aikido, aikido means to turn an opponent's strength against himself. Same way with judo. But we are talking about aikido. something like more on wrestler in this manner, or the most or common target of Aikido is on the weak spot like neck, joints, rest of the hand, kneecap here. So that is the way or art of fighting of Aikido. Next is Jeet Kune Do. So Jeet Kune Do, that is the martial arts that was established by Bruce Lee. So he combined the fencing, boxing, karate, taekwondo, as well as wrestling, and a lot more. So Bruce Lee is very creative. So a lot of martial arts, he gathered it, and somewhat like he manipulated the art, and then he named it Jeet Kune Do. And then, for the information of everybody, martial arts is not only kicking and punching or wrestling or locking. Martial arts includes values. For the teachers, they call it code of ethics. For the priest, pastors, they call it dogma. And in martial arts, they call it creed, or something like values or tenets. First of all, the most commonly practiced by the martial artists, in order for you to identify them, is the number one values is respect. So in showing the respect to their instructor, they are doing the bowing, because bowing is the martial arts way of courtesy. And then that is the commonly practiced by the martial artists, that every time they meet their instructor, sign of respect, they bow. Same way in military. As they meet their senior officer or officials, what they do as a sign of respect is they do salute. The same way in martial arts. Like for example, if you meet your instructor elsewhere, for example, you meet him in the mall, sign of respect, you will bow. For example, you meet him in the market, sign of respect, you will bow. You meet him in your barangay or provinces, sign of respect, you will bow. And then another thing, you sleep, and then your instructor slept as well, and then you meet in a dream, so sign of respect, you have to bow to your instructor. That is the significance of bowing. It's just an example. Alright. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated of my upcoming martial arts videos. And once again, this is Sabumnim Hamil, or Sir Hamil Abilia, and God bless everyone.